back in 1957 under the title as City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Handoff comes to Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Here's Mon. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
All day, baby, let's go. At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 27, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Mott.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Dalvin Cook,
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
and the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Packers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike's busy. Here we go, T. Get off the field.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They go play action here on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. on the ground. It's Cruz. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now back to throw. Out on the right, this is Cruz. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a couple.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, check me.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Love. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Mike 50. Arnie. Switch.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A give, this is Cook. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Throw now in his own end zone. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's out right at the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Off the play fake, Mond. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Here, back at the 41.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
2nd and 12. Mond looks to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Mond going to throw it.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Back to the air, Mond.
He finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On second down now, it's Cook, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
They run again on first down. Cook, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down and 8. Now Mond. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Point after, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They go play action here. Mon.
And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mon now off of play action.
He finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And that
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. On first down, here's Mon.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now we'll get a late timeout.
Let's go, fellas.
As it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Right here, 41 Mike. Oh, you got deep? 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check. Wait. I'm coming after you.
Final play of the half. Love. He's going to fire one. Deep left sideline. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down to
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Chaz Surratt, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Second and 20.
Watch the run. I got one.
Another try after the first down sack. Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10.
Check 45.
Love now. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. Buying time. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Makes the score Vikings 20, Packers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own
the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mon. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So now 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Mond. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Minnesota.
You think about the strong safety position. You know, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he's able to get in there and make a great play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run with Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Here is Cook on third and goal. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal. Such a long drive here, 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Take it in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Love's throw taken in by Miller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet, what am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers, so that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Again, it's Love.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Chaz Surratt.
All day, every day.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. 3 down, 3 down. 49, check 49, check 49. Check 4. Check 52.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Vikings 30, Packers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Now Love. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Throwing. Love. But it's caught. Tompkins.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
45.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Switch. Hatchet.
Love, they go play action now. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. Don't get nervous. 43 is the mark.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. Yeah, it's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Here's Mond. They're going for it.
Dancing to his left. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and